Pink. Well, let's get the party started here tonight.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
We look ready?
We look ready. Do you want a glass of champagne? Do you drink?
Twist my arm really quick.
There we go.
Does everybody get some?
Yeah, everybody gets some. Well, the guys in the audience are actually passing a joint to each other, so...
As you do?
Yeah, that's what we do here in Holland. So, well, first of all, Pink, I gotta be polite here and ask the polite thing.
No, you don't.
I gotta do it.
Okay.
How are fucker and shit?
I don't know where shit came from, but I do have fucker. But my dad adopted fucker and changed his name to Fred. And he's doing fine. He's a much happier dog.
Oh, very good to mention that he's a dog.
Yes.
My dad adopted fucker, but there's no shit.
There was never any shit.
There was just a fucker.
Just a fucker.
And it is spelled F-U-C-K-E.
Q-U-E-R-R.
Oh, it's a posh fucker with a Q, a C, and a Q. Is that the only dogs you have nowadays?
No, I have 4 now.
4?
4 new rescue mutt bulldog things.
I have to know the names.
Elvis, Foxy, Nanny, and Bailey.
Oh, okay. And we have, of course, Corky, but he passed on.
Corky passed.
He passed away. But you still have a tattoo of his?
I do. I got the tattoo the day before he passed away. And he hadn't moved in a week, and he kind of crawled over and licked my... You know how dogs lick wings? He licked my arm, and...
That's so cute! It's not where dogs lick me most of the time. Gotta tell you honestly. Oof. Okay. It's been very uncomfortable.
Where can we go with
that? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a real big star here tonight. She sold over 20 million copies worldwide. 20. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And still, you remain. Yeah, let's we'll toast to that.
Cheers to you all.
Cheers. But I read I went to your website and I just just looked through the calendar. I mean, you have been busy.
Yes.
You've been city hopping like crazy.
It's fun.
Really? Yeah, you like that?
Except it's a really long winter. I thought it would be warmer.
Yeah. You thought, okay, let's go to Holland in March and let's really, get some sun rays and wonderful.
You never know.
You never know. So where have you been? I mean, you've been in Europe for the past couple of weeks, right?
Uh-huh. France, Germany, England, Holland, Switzerland, Austria.
And
I really hope I'm not forgetting anything.
Are you sort of in the whole mindset that where you don't even know where you are right now?
I know where I am right now.
Yeah, you do that? Do you like Holland? Do you like to...
yeah.
Have you ever spent time here without, having to work?
No, I've never been here with a day off. But it's probably best that way.
For everybody in Amsterdam. Yeah, all the coffee shop owners, they're sitting there, oh my God, she's got to come for her vacation. She got to come.
No, I've had that whole experience, and it was not,
What? In the past or recently?
Oh, yeah. No. First time I came to Amsterdam.
Ladies and gentlemen, the party has just started. Here we go. The first time in Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah. I had a show. It was one of my first performances for the first album, and I went from the airport to the Bulldog and didn't leave the Bulldog until I was already 5 minutes late for the show. Got on stage. I've been told I was on stage, and the girl came downstairs and was like, would you like to repeat that show? Because it was the worst performance I've ever seen in my entire career. I was like, what performance? Who the hell are you? It didn't work out.
It was, you can't remember what you did, it was all blurred.
Didn't work out.
But you like sort of the openness of Holland, right? The openness of Amsterdam.
Yeah, I like the vibe, the attitude. Everybody looks really cool, and everyone's very unique. And, very nice.
And don't make the mistake saying, everybody's so lovely here in Belgium.
Yeah.
Because you are in Holland.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Have you ever done that?
No, I've never done that.
But that's got to be like a nightmare.
You don't do that in bed either. You don't call out names. Let it ride.
I think that little montage of ours was just like a pill. Instead of making you better, it made you feel ill. You got
I hate watching myself like that.
Really? You're that self-conscious?
I could have at least sat up.
She was going, sit up.
Well, on the highway. I have such an attitude. God, it's
That's
so
right.
annoying.
I mean, you come across now as a little bit more, you know, sort of relaxed. Yeah, the attitude is...
Such an attitude. I don't mean it.
Right. So that gets a little annoying when you look back at it.
I'm the most irritating person that's ever lived.
Oh, you think that of yourself?
Oh, yeah. Just go with it.
Because sometimes, I mean, you're probably, you know, you're flicking the TV, you know, from channel to channel and come across like a rock star who sits like this, totally bored, uninterested. And you go, fuck, you're a millionaire. Have a little bit of fun. You know, you make
I don't even remember that one interview. I'm all scrunched in the corner. That was weird. But
the attitude there, this one was you were stoned, you said that, huh?
Or something.
You were on something. Well, let's start talking about you now.
Okay.
A little bit. Because I'm sort of so hesitant to ask you this question because it's such a dumb-ass question.
But you're going to do it anyway.
I'm going to do it anyway because I really do want to know for sure once and for all. But you know what's coming. It's so embarrassing. I think you're going to lash out at me. You're going to take the champagne bottle and hit me in the head.
Is that why it's here?
Yeah, I think most guests use it as a weapon, actually.
Are you a masochist?
Yes, I am a little bit.
Good to know.
My God, my mind wandered off for a minute. We'll go back to the interview. No, but just the pink thing. Is that from the movie? Is that from... I know, it's a terrible, dreadful question.
No, it's not. Really? I'm the one that went with it.
Okay.
No, Pink came from a lot of different places. It was Reservoir Dogs was our favorite movie. I was sort of the tomboy. I was one girl in my friends, and I was the token white girl, and you know, and other things.
So that you were like a tom girl. It's like so.
Yeah.
So you had only guy friends growing up.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Some very important female friends, but as a whole, more boys than
more
girls.
guys. More guys.
Yeah. I like to climb trees.
You like to climb trees.
Mm-hmm.
And what other stuff did you like to do?
Play with Transformers. Remember Transformers?
You absolutely Transformers.
Yeah.
Power in the sky.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You played, Jan, while you were playing with your Barbie dolls, Hank was playing with Transformers. But were you ever, just this comes to mind because that's sort of the stereotypical, you know, guy thing. Also, when you see a tom girl, it's like, you know, she's gay or she likes people from the same. You were never into that sort of thing.
Well, I tried when I was 13, but my first girlfriend, you know, when you're 13, you just hold hands and then you're going out. It's that type of thing. Like I'll sit with you at lunch. Now we're girlfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend. She left me for my brother. Swear to God, after 1 week, she left me for my brother, and I found that a bit disturbing.
That's awful. Your girlfriend left you for your brother.
Yeah.
Oh. You see...
She wouldn't write me back. You know that you pass notes, she wouldn't write me back, and she wouldn't talk to me anymore. And then she'd be over my house for dinner. I'm like, what is this? It was very strange, but...
So you sort of went, you know, women are awful.
No.
I'm going for men now.
I mean...
Have you been with a girl since that, when you were 13?
Really none of your business.
That definitely is not a no.
Yeah.
All right, it is none of my business, but I can always ask.
Have you?
With a girl. Good question. I gotta tell you, I am actually a virgin.
I don't believe
and
you.
I've waited for you all my life, darling.
Come on.
You want me to sit on your lap? Sit op mijn schoot. Are you suicidal? What's this? Imagine me sitting on a tiny girl like ping slap. No, I've been with a girl before. Let's talk about your growing up in, is it Doylestown, Pennsylvania?
Yes.
That doesn't sound like a sort of rock and roll kind of town to me.
It wasn't.
And you were kind of like a rebel, you know, growing up, right? Well, let's go before that because it's actually sort of a miracle that you're here because you almost died when you were 3 years old. Is that true? I read that somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
That's news to me.
That's what I read. You were 3 years old, almost died. You must have been stoned. I don't know what it is. You probably don't remember. You probably don't remember.
No.
You had like this
I don't
asthma
remember
kind
that.
of thing.
I had well, my mom always blows that out of proportion. I was a sick kid, but it was just, you know, the smelling salts. The ammonia wakes you up, makes you breathe again, and it was fine.
Okay. Well, that doesn't sound like sort of like a typical...
Fine to me.
It was fine, yeah. So, okay, it wasn't that close.
It was fine.
Because I
I
read
had
somewhere
really
that...
bad asthma.
Okay, but that's why you had to take singing lessons, or that's why you took
I had to take gymnastics and soccer, football, to work on my lungs. Yeah.
And singing lessons as well, or was that...
Because you learn diaphragmatic breathing, so you breathe... Instead of breathing from your chest, you breathe from your stomach, and it helps you if your airwaves are blocked.
Could you stop making those noises, because I am a virgin, and I mean this is totally turning me. This is. I'm a 32-year-old virgin. I was too old for the movie, but I mean, that's unbelievable. Okay, so but let's talk a little bit about let's talk a little bit of a rebel thing. And it was, you know, part of, you know, also growing up in a boring town, and you know, just wanting some action, right?
Yeah, and I've always been brought up to question authority and to not borrow other people's knowledge, but to buy your own, which I firmly believe in. And I asked a lot of questions. My mother was Jewish, my father was sort of atheist Catholic, and I went to Sunday school and I asked too many questions and got kicked out.
So you were actually kicked out of the house?
Kicked out of the house, but that took till I was 15.
That's still very young, 15. But
it was 3 years too late for me. I wanted to be legally emancipated, drop out of school, hitchhike to California, and sing on the boardwalk until I got discovered. That was my dream. So when I got kicked out when I was 15, I dropped out. I couldn't get legally emancipated, but they just didn't want to deal with me anyway, so it worked. And then I got a record deal, so I didn't actually have to go to California.
But it was also, you know, you slept on the streets for a
couple times.
Couple of times.
Yeah.
Just passing out, or just having, just having nowhere to go.
Well, I've always had somewhere to go. I just didn't want to be there.
Do you blame your parents for throwing you out?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I never did.
Never
I
did.
asked for it.
Yeah. It's good to see. I mean, you know, listening to the story, people are probably going, oh my God, you know, Pink and her parents, they must be...
No, it was a long road, you know. I think it was good. They're adorable.
You seem very comfortable with them.
They're so cute. I mean, they're human beings. I guess I expected them to be perfect and understanding, and they expected me to be the same way, and I wasn't, and they weren't, and now we don't live together, and we're older, and they can't ground me, so it works. They're cute. They're adorable. My mom, and that song that me and my dad were singing on there, that's on my new album.
Is that cool? That's cool. That's got to be such a great thing to do with your dad.
Yeah.
Okay, so there were two. You got a record deal in California when you were out there?
From Philadelphia, and then the record company was in Atlanta.
And there were two bands you were involved with, Middle Ground, that doesn't ring a bell at all. I mean, it doesn't...
we didn't. We were a high school band.
High school band.
Junior high school.
Junior high school band. Okay,
yeah.
No wonder. But
we did talent shows.
Oh, really? Yeah, on TV?
We covered Nirvana.
Did you guys suck?
Pretty much.
How about Choice?
I didn't think so at the time.
No, but it was fun. But Choice.
Choice, that was who I signed my record deal with. It was sort of, I guess, supposed to be the white girl TLC or something.
And, well, the story goes that the record company actually thought you guys sucked, but they loved you.
That's the short story.
Yeah. Oh, something else happened?
No, it was a long process. I lived with those girls for 3 years. They were like my little sisters. We recorded a whole record for 2 years. We were tight, and then all of a sudden it sort of became, well, if you go solo, then we'll put you out, and if you don't, then we'll shelve you for the rest of your life, and you'll never do anything.
And you didn't want to leave those girls, huh?
You know, and it had to be my idea for all these sort of reasons, and it just was a really hard time. But at the end of the day, I wanted to do this, so... But
you felt a sort of commitment to the other girls in the band.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they understood.
They understood? Still friends with them?
After all.
Still friends with them?
Sort of, not really.
They didn't understand.
For a while they did.
But that's got to be hard. But the rest is sort of history. I mean, there's been so many #1 hits and so many, like, Get the Party Started. What a great song.
Thanks.
Must really, you know, be so fucking annoying that each time you walk into a party, people are going to go, oh, Well, from now on, let's get the party started.
No, it's cute. It is cute. It's cute.
You're lying. That's annoying.
It's cute.
Yeah, you like that? Does it happen?
If you say it with passion, if you really mean it.
Right, not a drunken brawl kind of, let's get the party started. You don't want that. You want to, all right, let's get the party started.
No, I was at a pool hall once in San Francisco, and sometimes when I show up in bars, they'll quick look for my record and put it on. And this one girl came up and threw my pool balls everywhere. And we were in a tournament, and I take that shit pretty seriously. And I kind of just looked at her, and she was like, I wish you'd just shut up. And I'm like, I'm not saying anything. But you just fucked up my pool game. Now it's on. It was bad.
And where did that pool cue go?
No, all of a sudden there formed a line in front of me of some very loyal people, and she could never get to me. So it's pretty cute.
Ooh, but you are, I mean, you are the pussycat.
I am.
You can also be, I mean, don't fuck with you,
I'm
right?
a lady.
You're a lady.
This is my lady move.
When was the last time you kicked somebody's ass?
It's been a while. A couple years ago.
How bad?
Well...
The guy's still in a wheelchair?
L.A. Reid sat me down because the mall in Atlanta was right across the street from the record company, and I sort of got into a fight with this girl. And
about what?
she called me some name that I didn't appreciate, and she asked me what I was going to do about it. But the next day I found myself sitting down in LA's office and him telling me all about lawsuits and how people will try to get you to hate them.
Oh, that's the head of the record company,
provoke
right?
you, yeah. And I was just like, all right.
Okay, now it's going to cost
I'll
me...
be nice.
Otherwise it's going to cost me money.
Yeah, so now I look at people and I'm like, my house, my dogs, or you?
F you.
I'm going to go with the dogs.
I'm going to go with the dogs. And you live in L.A. now, right?
I do.
Okay, and that gets us to your fantastic... That's a great song. Stupid Girls. It's a great song, right, guys? Great song. Fantastic song. Now, that brings us to that. That brings us to that song thing. Because I'm going to go out on a limb here, and maybe I'm, assuming too much, but I think, you've sort of, struggled your way through life, also through being a woman, but you're proud of being a woman. You're proud of being a girl.
Absolutely.
You like being a woman.
I love it.
You're proud of that.
Look at my shoes. I love it.
But you really fucking detest all these bimbos nowadays who have all these reality shows like Paris and the Richie girl, who act like they're so... Well, I wonder if it's acting. Do you think it's acting, or are they really that dumb and nitwitted?
Well, I don't name names because I don't think...
I'll do it for you, no problem.
No, I don't. I don't think... I used easy examples to attack a general mentality, and I don't think that any of these girls are actually stupid. I think that it's become popular to dumb yourself down to be cute. I don't think you can be that successful and be stupid.
So you think that...
I think it's an act of dumbing yourself down to be cute, or for it to be lucrative, or for it to pay off somehow. And there's so many smart girls. I mean, we're not like that. And
that's true, yeah.
I think my main point in recording that song, to me it was always about the visual, but it's just that we need more examples. I'm an option girl. I like choices, and we need more examples of women that look like real women and talk like real women and are smart and sexy.
But you probably think, women have been through so much in the past, let's say, like 50 or 100 years.
Absolutely.
And
I think some of these girls might as well carry around a caveman club and hand it out to people and wait to be bopped over the head and taken back into their cave.
Yeah. I mean, have you met some of these girls? We're not going to name names, but do you know them personally?
I've met a lot of people in the business, and everybody I've met for the most part is very sweet. But then I do live in Los Angeles, and there's a new tabloid magazine every 2 months, And it's just this one image being force-fed down your throats of, okay, well, if you're not a size 0, then you suck.
Right.
If you don't have this handbag, then you suck harder. If you talk with big words, you really suck. It's just, it's nauseating, and it always goes down better with humor. I love to make fun of myself. I love to make fun of other people.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
Well, you've definitely, made your point by making fun in the record a little bit, and I love the song.